time. It's going to be a first to 3 to reign supreme. Dapper Dinosaur going to have to do it twice and look for that reset, but it's going to be dog eat dog here, Morgan.
Yeah, we're going to have to get animal control out here, but this might take care of itself. Shout out Michael Vick. We got ourselves a dog fight.
Jesus. Hey, it's that kind of night, man. When Dapper Dinosaur in the building, is that kind of night. And what a way to bait out the parry there. They're able to get the punish, but the parry coming in is huge. And then also the block on the break attempt. I mean, if there's anyone that's going to be still in turns, Dapper Dinosaur knows what that feels like. And Drago around going to get their damage in here. 1 bar is spent, and we're charging back in with Darius. That's the tough part about Double Down, man. It's like anytime Darius' assist comes in, you can be paying for it big time.
Yeah, and going to be huge damage right here, and this should be a kill. Spinning the rest of the meter and getting a quick 1 HP in a dream. That dream is gone.
Drago Ron definitely knows what the mission is ahead, as that was a very dominant first round here, and beat him to the punch with that 5M and taking him over to the corner. We've seen them do this multiple times where they're using the double down with the S1 super from Warwick for corner carry, so Darius just can go ahead and pretty much put their opponent where they always want them. They always want their opponent in the corner so they can space things out, start looking for the 5M.
Yeah, I mean, Dapper's going to have to figure out something very quickly. Headless coming in. Dapper in a very precarious position right here. No tech. Back in the corner. Get off me. And he should be dead here. Quick game 1 going to Drago Ron.
Yeah, Drago just having all the answers there. The spacing was clean. I mean, the guesses pretty much going their way that entire time. But the thing about Dapper Dinosaur is, like, when they're down, that's where you start seeing a lot of the set play really come in, and you're going to start really getting knowledge tested. But for Drago, I mean, you're a Warwick main yourself, so it's like you kind of know the tricks. You just have to cycle the offensive choices a little bit cleaner as we see the overhead coming in for Dapper Dinosaur and take him over to the corner. A timely push block, though, to open up the offense.
Yeah, all right. Carius in the corner. Nice carry right there. All right, let's guess on wake up. Good break. Stop the aggression early before it gets started, but now he's back in the corner, getting some damage dealt to him.
Yeah, and that Fury just draining. That's why we see the tag launcher extension. You want to kill that Fury as much as possible. I mean, you get clipped by the 2L there. The Fury's going to stop scaling by the time this happens. So we'll see how much Dapper Dinosaur wants to spin. We're going to spin 1. Do we double down for the kill? How close this one's going to be. It might be Darius taken off the board. It is. So now it's going to be Warwick v. Warwick here, and Dapper Dinosaur, that Bloodlust, going to be popped off the man.
Yeah, I think he kind of had to spin that meter right here, and this should be a dead Warwick. Finally on the board. Nobody beats Dapper 3 rounds straight.
We'll see if Drago can do it 3 games straight here. Is Dapper Dinosaur going to put themselves on the board? We're seeing a lot more of the overhead come in. Might be seeing something in Drago Ran's neutral. Again, the assist character there. I mean, we're once again, we have to do the runaway thing. That's the issue sometimes when you're playing against a Juggernaut Warwick. You have to get space. You have to start looking for whiff punishes or an overcommitment. Because if you're too close, you're going to get caught with the 5M again. What a pull, though.
Yeah, just playing a little bit of neutral right now. Getting the pickup here. Dapper, no Fury available to get out of this combo.
What a tech in the air there. Dapper still awake. Oh, I cannot believe that they were aware of which character they hit. I saw both characters juggle. I didn't know who was still active. We are going to use the super, though. Going to put Dapper Dinosaur in a tough spot. The Fury's still online, though.
Big damage. Fury popped 1 HP. Has to make something happen here, but that is a dead Warwick. 1-1 in our game 2.
Yeah, it's so tough when you're sitting with that much meter for Dapper Dinosaur as well. You get 5 bars and not a chance to use it there. Now, you're going to have to build up your break on your own accord. With the recent changes, I mean, Juggernaut doesn't build break as much when they're hitting their opponents. Only when they're taking damage, so we'll see if Dapper Dinosaur is able to limit strike their way to building up that Fury.
Well, he's getting some hits in right now. All right.
PP coming in. They got their launch. See how much they can pile on here. Still no Fury in sight for Dapper Dinosaur, and that's where we're going to use the Headless double down on top. So we have the extra chip with the bleed, so see what the string is going to be on Wake Up here.
Oh, the whiff punish there with the Wake Up level 3. Damage on the board. Actually use the bar before he loses it. He needs this to tie up the game, get the momentum going his way. Let the parry coming in. Get off me.
Diving on in. Drago Ron going to meet that energy here. The Fury scaling, I mean, you still have to consider, but we might double down just to swap in our Darius. Good tag launch.
Yep. Darius in here. Fury going down in the bar. Still a little bit more health. And no tech on the throw. That is going to be 2 straight for Drago Ron.
Yeah, I mean, just kind of not necessarily running away with it, but they're getting their damage when they need. We talked about that multiple times. So it's kind of my philosophy when you're playing against a Juggernaut player is just to go ahead and swing harder than they can and quicker than they can. It's like how people tell you against this full bully, just hit him first.
Yeah, absolutely right now. But just the aggression right here, walking him down, getting the combo, getting the launcher, big damage. And this is what he has to be the first aggressor. Anytime he's on the back foot, it's not his way. I mean, it is 2 against 1. You know, he does have the advantages from Juggernaut, but they quickly go away.
You have this Fury here, a lot of meter to work with. Wouldn't be surprised if Dapper Dinosaur just spends a lot just to try to even the score here. We go into level 3. Just gonna take the knockdown off our Bloodlust. I mean, at this point, you can double down into level 3 or just spend the level 3 to take out Darius. You are gonna get punished though. Fury still on deck for Dapper Dinosaurs. They have to back to the wall. Still with the Bloodlust. Anti-air there. Wasn't a 2-8, so no combo. Not going to bait out the Fury here. They are going to slide on inward with the scaling. I don't think you have enough in the tank, but it's looking good for Drago.
And not nearly enough. Popping the Bloodlust right back at you. Very precarious position right here. Good throw. Get him in the corner. Guess for game. All right, spinning the meter and getting around on the board. Nice job from Dapper Dinosaur.
I was worried about that back throw there. They weren't able to get the pickup, but either way, no harm, no foul. You got yourselves around. We've seen Dapper Dinosaur in this situation before, though. It's just pushing. Can they close out? See the apprehend in there. What a mix to go ahead and find the throw. Close 3H, no punish.
It's a little bit of nooch. Nice rake in from the Darius. Big damage coming in. No Fury available. And this,
if you're Drago, I mean, this is the round you want to win just because that Fury isn't there. You have to worry about the wake up level 3, though. Dapper Dinosaur not a friend. Afraid to spend the meters. We are here with a double down from Drago.
Yeah, I would just kind of cash out as much as I can right here. Get as much damage on the board as possible before that Fury is available.
That air throw was insane, and that right there should be enough to do the deed. Drago Ron on tournament point here.
Dapper needs to make something happen here. He needs to hit first, hit fast.
Diving at each other. I mean, Dapper Dinosaur about to have Fury on deck as well. That could be the great nullifier. There's the early break from Drago. So that's your one bet right there. You ain't going to get that back in this round.
Absolutely not. And the Darius going to have to be really careful. One errant hit, and it's a dead Darius. Level 3 available.
Oh, what a bait off the air apprehend. He was ready for Dapper Dinosaur's call. Still in Fury, no pickup just yet. You have to worry about that emergency red button with a level 3, but Drago Ron getting to work right now. Do we double down knowing that Fury scaling is going to be a factor? Look like we are going to send in the Darius. We're going to get the corner carry and the knockdown. It all comes down to this interaction, Mormon.
Yeah, what's the guess right here on the wake up?
He's not going to have it. It's the double down. It's going to be enough to close it out. And Drago Ron with a 3-0. What a pickup to close it out. And they're going to be your week 46 2XKL Breakout Series champion.
Yeah, good stuff. The Drago ran in a valiant effort making his way back into Grand Finals from Dapper. Just didn't quite have enough to be able to put it all together at the very end. Drago, very strong performance to close it out.
Yeah, and you could just tell, like, based off of their first match, Drago, like, really just turned up the heat. Dapper Dinosaur is a player that pretty much just wants to get in your face and stay there. You know, a lot of the mix, of course, you know, from Darius, the overheads, the 5Ms, the sweeps, things like that. And this time, Drago Ren just kind of changed the pace. The first time that they played, when it was a 2-1 in Drago Ren's favor, it was a lot of backdashing, a lot of interactions in their own corner. But this time, man, they were meeting the freak of Dapper Dinosaur.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Dapper, he would look very good for just a little bit, get the aggression going, get him on the back foot. But then, like, once we had the round reset, you know, you just see the switch flip. He's like, okay, we got to lock in, play a little bit defensive, just bait some whiffs, and, you know, like, utilize our resources fully. And I think that was ultimately the difference. Like, he was just so willing to spend the meter early on, cash out on damage, and then, you know, just have him on the back foot. That way, if he makes one mistake, he's dead. Not greeting for anything.
Yeah, it is a game of decisions, but that is how things are going to be wrapping up as we take a look over at our top 8. And what a top 8 it was. A lot of 2-0s, man. A lot of 2-0s, but doesn't mean the action wasn't that good. Definitely love the run from Dapper Dinosaur. Got sent to losers very early in that first round of losers, or excuse me, winners top 8. Ran the way all the way through and pretty much was running over everybody. It was 2-0, 2-0, 3-0 until they got over into grand finals. So they ran into Drago Ron once again. So great run from Dapper Dinosaur. Definitely something you're not going to be ashamed of, but it's going to be Drago Ron reigning supreme this week. And I think that's going to be their second title here at Breakout Series. So they